sometime late last year, I think it was in December, we did a video, the first of a series that we started filming with Jim. It's just there taking some photographs. Of the Louth to Grimsby Railway. I don't know if you remember that. We started at Louth, the old station site. Now we've waited till summer to do the next section of this video, and there's a reason for that. Is because part of that line that we're covering is now the Lincolnshire Wolds Railway. Little steam train just over my shoulder there, and you know, that's very seasonal, so we found a day in August where we're both free to come down, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. So it's all part of the story of that Louth to Grimsby Railway. It was the old East Lincolnshire Railway. So we're going to be having a ride on the train and then having a look at some of the bits and bobs around the Heritage Railway. There's the signal box, it's glistening in the sun. I think 1848, if I remember in the dates correctly, that this line opened. Was it East Lincolnshire Railway?
Oh,
it was,
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it was operated for the majority of its early life by the Great Northern Railway, I think, before it fell under the LNER. The railway closed fully in about 1980. In 1970, the passenger service has ceased. But in the late 90s, it became a heritage railway in this site that we're stood at now at Ludborough. And a short time ago, it was extended north in that direction for a couple of miles to North Thorsby. So let's just have a look at the route on Rail Map Online. You can see Louth at the very bottom, and at the top is Grimsby Town Station. And on that first video, of which I'll leave a link in the description, we covered from Louth up to Halton-le-Clay. And right in the middle is Ludborough, where we've just seen the shots of that steam locomotive leaving the station. Right, should we get on, Jim? Corridor train.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, I remember going up Settle Carlisle line corridor trains.
Filthy British Rail seats.
A leaflet about the restoration there as well.
I know, yeah, it's great.
This is how you imagine train travel, isn't it?
It's how it was, yeah. I remember travelling on these throughout the 1970s. Fantastic.
Jim's extremely happy because he asked for an adult ticket and the woman asked him if he qualified for a senior citizen's ticket.
I tell you, it's the first time I've had that bonus senior citizen discount.
You didn't even have to ask for it, they just assumed.
I couldn't believe it. And yeah, last night I was told at the athletics that I was looking good for 60. She obviously thought I was struggling.
Connor. Connor, it's Connor. Yeah, Connor.
See so many examples of these signals left up and down this line. So there's one that's still. The crossing gate posts, isn't it? Yeah, we saw these all the way up the line, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen them still around the railway now.
There's a lot of them here. We just don't, you know, some of the stations don't use them, but yeah,
it's not crossing. This is obviously the crossing gate we've just been looking at, isn't it?
Yeah.
Went there, yeah, we've replaced it.
This used to be, all this track bed was completely and utterly overgrown until the guy in the station house there, he's a railway enthusiast, he had it all cleared, and he's made the platform clear as well. That used to be indistinguishable.
We walked out the gate. Yeah, so we're going to have a look at it.
Moving.
Yeah, right. They don't go that fast, Jim, they go.
I'll pop all round them. In a minute. Still fast.
So we're slumming it on the way back in a non-corridor seat.
Oh yes.
So that was North Thorsby. Just a quick hop off, not a lot to see.
It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's, I mean, the guy in the station house, he looks after that well.
You got in your butty today then, Jim?
I've got bacon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to follow that with 2 egg sandwiches.
Really?
Which are still in my bag. That the wife made. Yeah, just to keep me going over for the rest of the day.
Oh, I remember them little ashtrays on the arms. Yeah, I remember how disgusting it was. What's this? This is a Mark III carriage, isn't it? This. Sat in having lunch in a Mark III converted carriage. Sorry, Buffy car. I got that wrong. It was a Mark II. We were sat in, Jim. The Mark III is the Buffy car. There, look.
All right.
Yeah. Which is still a Buffy car, yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Still a Buffy car. can see, just out of view there, I've got a better view actually from the station platform. There's a little shunter, or a Class 08, just peeking out behind this steam engine. Don't know that, according to the website, that's the old shunter from Lincoln Central Station. I was going through some of my dad's photograph and I found a photograph of an old, it wasn't old then was it, but in the 90s sometime, of a green Class 08 there. I wonder if that's the same one. We've got this old locomotive. I think this is from Sweden, this one. Yeah, the writing on the tender there does look Scandinavian, doesn't it? So I believe this is going to be all restored. You're saying all this is newly laid?
Yeah, south of that signal there, you can see the signal's still got in its packaging, look.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
South of that.
Colour light, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all.
So that's looking southwards down there, down towards the line would have gone towards Louth. In part one of this series, we looked at the section from Louth to what's the name of the place again, Jim? Halton Lickley?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but we missed this bit out because, well, it's a heritage railway. We were going to come back and do this extra video. But we got as far as Pear Tree Lane down there, and I don't know if you remember the footage that I'll put up now. We stood at the fence and we could see the track bed, and we could see all the sleepers stacked up. They were waiting to do the track relay, and that's just this section. We can't see Pear Tree Lane from here. It's just out of view, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's where that big tree is.
So it's not far down there.
No, that's Utterby Holt.
Utterby Holt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that big signal that's there?
Yeah, yeah, the huge semaphore.
Yeah.
Big gantry, wasn't there? Yeah. That was beautiful.
Well, that's going now. They're going to use that somewhere else. I'm not sure where they're using it, but apparently that's going to go, which would be a shame because it's a bit of a landmark.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the first time I came across it, I just thought, oh my God, that's lovely,
So let's have a look how the restoration's going on that first section up towards the side of Utterby Holt, or Pear Tree Lane as we've been referring to it as. As you can see from this drone footage, it's not that great of a distance, and this is where they've got to with the current track laying. As you can see, it's not much further on to Pear Tree Lane, so they're making some great progress on that first section. And there is that pile of concrete sleepers, and that's the Utterby Holt station site on Pear Tree Lane there. As we saw in that first video, we saw some clearing of the old track bed had already been done. And this is in the direction of Louth because the railway owned the land up until the industrial estate just on the outskirts of Louth. And this footage with some of the vegetation cleared on the old track bed was taken in December 2022. So that's the expansion that they're doing. Get my bearings, that's south, isn't it? South to Louth.
Yeah.
We've been on the train as far as North Thorsby, which isn't far at all. What would you say? It's about a mile?
It's about a mile
and a half.
Yeah.
Northwards. And the planet how far are they planning on going? Are they planning on going to Waltham or just to Alton?
No, it's this way they're going.
Oh, but I mean, ultimately they are wanting to extend further north, aren't they?
They're trying to get into Louth first before they go North Thorsby.
Yeah, so probably best off showing a leaflet. Yeah.
Oh, I always thought that was a station. That's not that.
So that's the station house.
That's station house there, yeah.
So what's that one? That's the station cottage. The sign says on the front of it, I think.
Right.
The signal box, haven't we, Jim? I kind of marched past this.
Yeah, I know you do.
When I got here,
Yeah, you wonder. Yeah, you were so desperate for the loo.
I was desperate. So it took 3 attempts to find where it was. I think my brain was losing judgment. I was so desperate, my brain was drowning. There's a few of those signs there. Careful on the road. Keep forgetting we're stepping out. And another example of these lovely old crossing gates. Look at the detail on these. This old lamp. Is that beautiful? LNER. Hey, look at the barrier, level crossing. It's like a modern barrier, isn't it? Yeah. You'll notice we've just been saying a lot of the halts on this section of line are split platforms either side.
Yeah.
The level crossing.
Thorsby one, wasn't it?
Thanks for watching this video. It's not very often I do a disused railway explore where part of that railway has been restored as a heritage railway, so I think it's giving it a real different perspective. So if you're in the area, come and pay them a visit. I really enjoyed my day out at the Lincolnshire Wolds Railway, and I'm looking forward to following the extension, and I hope one day I can come back and get a train from Louth. Now there will be another video following this, picking up where we left off in episode 1 on the trip in towards Grimsby. But as always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.